welcome back to the drivers' press conference. And Group 10, we have the Red Bull drivers, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Welcome, guys. Now, it is the team's home race. So let's talk Red Bull to start with. How much fun, particularly you, Max, because you've been a Red Bull driver throughout your Formula One career, how much fun have you had at this racetrack over the years?
Quite a lot, actually, yeah. I mean, of course, the two wins stand out. They were pretty crazy in general, also with, of course, the fans around and so much orange. And to do it at your home Grand Prix, of course, with Red Bull. And I think also which one was quite emotional was the first one with Honda. Yeah, it was just an amazing Grand Prix.
What about off track? Have you done some crazy things as well?
Never.
Daniel Ricciardo was talking about a caravan race that you and him.
That was on track. You're not sharp anymore. We are the last group, but come on.
Checo, let's bring this to you. I'm not getting anywhere with Max.
You gave up.
Checo, talk to us about your memories here at the Red Bull Ring.
Haven't had a massive memory, to be honest, just yet. I look forward to that this year. I haven't been on the podium, so yeah, I look forward to change that this weekend. It's a great track, and I have to say that generally the racing is always good. There's always good racing. It's a track where you can race, where you can have good fun, so looking forward to it.
Both of you guys had a great result last weekend in France. Max, back to you. Just tell us about what the week's been like since the win in France, and how significant was that win, not only for the team, but in terms of the performance of the car?
I think you had a big party because he even arrived late this morning. So
traffic jam in France.
Still partying.
Now, I mean, of course, it was a very important win because it was on a track where basically before we were not very competitive. So to turn it around basically like that with a very competitive car was very rewarding and of course a big boost to the team. But every single weekend is different again. I mean, we had a lot of good races here in the past, but it's not a guarantee that it's going to happen again. So we have to make sure that we find a good balance in the car again. Also check the weather conditions as well for the weekend. But yeah, we are of course very motivated to try and have a good race here again.
Would you prefer wet or dry?
I mean, it's slippery when wet, so we have to be a bit careful there. But at the moment, I think we have a good, strong car in the dry as well.
Thank you. And Checo, France was the first time that you finished on the podium in consecutive races now. How much confidence has that given you?
Yeah, obviously it helps you in terms of confidence. So it's always good to have good results weekend after weekend in different track layouts, in different conditions. So yeah, I look forward to extend that. And I see no reason why on this weekend we cannot be very competitive as well. So my adaptation to the car is getting better, and yeah, a lot of positives to take from the season so far.
Okay, thank you guys. We're going to go to our fan question next. Have a listen to Maximilian.
Hello, my name is Maximilian and I am 6 years old. I have a question to the drivers. Is it correct that racers have a lot of girlfriends?
Ooh.
You're getting in trouble.
I was really laughing when he was playing the accordion because I remember myself in my first year in F1. I had a good result here in Toro Rosso at the time. and I was trying to play it, but not much of success in that.
Now, what about 6-year-old Max's question, guys? Is it correct that racers have a lot of girlfriends?
Checo?
Well, if it depends from who you take it. You know, there are some racers that have a lot of girlfriends. There are others that they don't have even one. So I think on average, it's probably right.
Yeah. Well, I'm locked up now, so in the bin.
We don't count. But there are some drivers that they make up the numbers.
Oh yeah, they do well for us now. Yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll leave it there. And Maximilian, thank you very much for your
Isn't he
question.
too young to think about these things?
Well,
That's why he's dreaming to be a Formula One driver.
What's your motivation to be a Formula One driver? Well,
A lot of girlfriends.
very good. Now we're going to go to an email question next. It's from Louis Decker at NOS, and Checo, it's to you. And he says, now that the performances are more than okay, when are you going to ask the team about a contract for next year?
Well, I think right now we are so busy with the races, 3 in a row. There will be some downtime where we can speak about it and hopefully don't take too long, because I don't have good experience when you take that long. But I see it as a natural thing, once you are comfortable in a team, working with them and the team working with you, it's something that naturally should happen very smoothly, and we should just take it out of the season and focus on the right stuff.
Thank you, Checo. Let's go to the video conference now, and we'll start with Luke Smith, please, Autosport.
Thanks, Tom. Max, there's a question for you, actually, about your celebration after the race in France. So you did the crossed-armed Kylian Mbappe celebration. He seemed quite like it. Are you guys friends? Like, what's the relationship there between you two?
I met him after the Monaco Grand Prix at my apartment, and I was amazed how normal he is, and just a great guy who has a lot of talent in football. So when you meet a person, you start talking about stuff, and I thought it would be a fun celebration to do.
Thank you, Max. Let's go to Christian Meynat next, motorsportmagazine.com.
Thanks, Tom. Question probably for both, or more addressed to Max, because you've had more issues with the team radio in France. Do you know exactly what happened there, and is it solved now?
I swallowed the mic. I don't know. I have no clue. It was literally in front of my mouth. I don't think it was wet. Maybe it's better. Maybe we should just take it out.
Any team radio issues for you, Checo?
Not from my side. I think it's more from the team that they couldn't hear me well enough. Sometimes the Mexican accent is hard to understand. Especially when I speak in Spanish.
To the Red Bull Ring and the drivers' press conference, and this time it is Charles Leclerc and Daniel Ricciardo. Welcome, guys. Charles, can we start with you? And I'm sorry to put it back 5 days to the French Grand Prix, but that was a very difficult race for you guys. And I just wanted to know, what have you learned since the race about the reasons for the problems?
What have we learned? New, I don't think massive. I think these were issues that we had also in the past. We are aware of those issues. We are working on trying to resolve those issues, but we have seen it in a much bigger extent in Paul Ricard. So obviously there's there's a lot of focus on that to try and understand the full reason of it. We get why we create this issue, but yeah, we still need to find a solution.
You say you've had the issues before. Have you had them before this season?
Yes, we did. Not at such a high extent as I said, like we've seen in Paul Ricard, but we've seen it already this year.
And what have the discussions inside the team been like?
Well, basically, we are just trying to do the best job possible. Us drivers, we try to give the best feedback we can to the engineers. Again, I cannot go too much in details, but we know from where it comes from. Now it's up to us to find a solution. So we are working very, very hard. As every time we are having a hard time. I think we've tackled different issues in the past the right way, and I think we are working well at the moment. So we'll keep pushing, and hopefully we'll find a solution to it very quickly.
Different racetrack this weekend. How confident are you that you won't have those issues here?
Oh, personally, it's one of my favorite tracks. I love this track, so I'm really, really looking forward to drive here tomorrow. Then whether we'll have those issues or not, I don't know yet. In terms of performance, in qualifying at least, we expect to be more or less where we were in Paul Ricard. And in the race, we'll try different things to try and not have that type of issue in the race.
Now, you say this is one of your favourite tracks. You've got an amazing record. Second in 2019, second last year. What's the secret to a quick lap?
I don't know. It's just a track I really, really enjoy. It's a very short track. It reminds me a bit of the karting days. And I just love the rhythm around here. Yeah, I don't have any secrets, to be honest. There's not one thing that I'm telling myself to do every time I get into the car here, but it just works out for now.
Great stuff. Thank you, Charles. Daniel, coming to you, before we talk on track, can we talk off track about your experiences here at the Red Bull Ring, going back through the years? What's the maddest memory you have of the Red Bull Ring?
We went around in some drift cars as passengers with Red Bull a few years ago. I've been forced to wear numerous lederhosens. And I wouldn't say it's crazy, but obviously I had plenty of schnitzels, which were not forced. I forced them down me because I certainly have a lot when I'm here, but no. But the drifting was cool. I don't know. We did some dancing one year as well. I guess it's the waltz.
You did a camping car race at one point.
Oh, how could I forget? Yes. Merci, Charles.
This was incredible.
Yeah, with the Astons and the caravan. The caravan on the back. We were towing that. And yeah, Max and I made a mess of this place. So that was fun. That was actually probably the highlight, yeah.
Good stuff. Now, let's just throw it back to France as well for you. It was a much better weekend, it seemed, at least from the outside for you. How much confidence did it give you?
It was nice. You know, I think from the start of the weekend, it was just a little bit more of a, call it like traditional weekend, as far as it was, we just got onto the front foot and yeah, we stayed there. I mean, it wasn't like a immaculate weekend, but it was solid, and I think it's certainly what I was probably looking for after Monaco and Baku. So it was definitely needed and better. And I think the race was just fun. I mean, at least from our position, you know, to be able to kind of force our way a bit further into the top 10 and have some battles. So that was cool, and I think ultimately, like, there's still some things to work on, but it was definitely progress, and right now I'm going to take that.
And a question to both of you now. We've had 26 races in the last 52 weeks. it's been busy. Just how do you reflect on the last 12 months? Daniel.
Well, that's a lot. I love it, and so I don't know. Yes, it's tiring, and I also love like weekends off. But like this triple header, I'm really excited, you know. And I think actually staying in like a rhythm is kind of nice, and it's not a sport we get to do every day. You know, it's one of the probably only sports in the world that we can only do, you know, so very few times a year. So to kind of have, let's say, that busyness and to be able to compete on a regular basis is good. So I've enjoyed it, but does it take it out of you? Of course it does. So I think a break is always nice because of that. But I'm not going to say I don't enjoy it. I mean, it is fun, and I think, yeah, like competing, you know, like you have a good race, you want to do another one the week after to try and, you know, keep it going, and you have a bad race and you want to go again the week after to make up for it. So there's always an excuse to want to compete.
Have you been back to Australia since this time last year?
Nope. No, it's nearly 13 months now, so long time. I miss it, but hopefully they can open up and let me return soon. Let all of us return. Let's see.
Charles?
Yeah, Daniel said it all. I mean, I love what I do, and I just really enjoy driving. So I'm always very happy to be back on track. Obviously, it's not the same for everyone, and I think especially to the team members, to the mechanics that are, for them it's a lot more difficult. They are arriving earlier than us at the track. They are leaving after us, so we have the good life. I'm coming. I came yesterday night. I'm just the Thursday. Okay, is a bit boring. It's not my favorite day, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I love what I do, and I just really enjoy it. And then leave on Sunday night. So we've got a good life, and I just enjoy it. And I'm very happy that there are so many races, but it's definitely trickier for some people of the team.
Well, Charles, I hope this fan question from Lara makes it less boring for you. Take a listen to this.
Hi, I'm Lewa. What do you find is harder to do in the race, steering or braking? Good luck!
Who's first?
I can start. Is her name Lara or Sarah?
Lara.
Lara. Hello, Lara. I'll say braking is probably the most physical part. Steering, I don't have much problem with it. But braking after 71 laps after the race on Sunday, I'm pretty sure I'll feel a little bit more the left leg. So, yeah, braking.
Daniel?
Agree.
Steering or braking?
Agree. We're quite fortunate. We have power steering, so it helps. It helps. I mean, you do feel like a bit through your chest and shoulders after the race, but the braking. The braking is something that is kind of relentless. Like you're always putting a lot of energy through the pedal, and yeah, it's the left calf feels it. So just have to load up on schnitzel after the race and replenish the left calf. Thanks, Lara.